finds the zone for strike one.
And, you know, Adam Jones has been selected to multiple All-Star games, so his exploits on the field, of course, they're well documented, but he's also very involved in the community as well.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Yeah, Jones has certainly been recognized as one of the game's more giving players and has tried to make an impact really everywhere he's been.
Well, I think it's followed him around his whole life. As a youth, he spent a lot of time at the Jackie Robinson YMCA in San Diego, and now he's partnered with the Central Maryland Y in recent years to kind of pay it forward. He's done a lot of baseball camp work, too.
That's taken. Now it's 0 and 2.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over.
Carlos Correa is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Carlos Correa.
Swing and a liner, but foul. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hamilton is under this one, and he's got it for out number 1.
Boy, these are the kind of days where even I want to grab a bat. Everybody in that offense is hitting the ball hard somewhere.
Darvish gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Christopher Tumalo is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Right, especially starting off an at-bat.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Pulling it in out there is Cespedes, and there are 2 gone now. Now to the plate, Chris Davis.
He reached on a single in his first try.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And it looks like he's rebounded pretty well from that rough inning a couple innings back. He put up a 0 last time, and he's close to doing it again.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning.
1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They lead it 4-0. Zach Cozart will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Fans, this reminder to stop by the stadium store located on the main concourse to pick up all your postseason souvenirs. We've got hats, we've got shirts, we've got jerseys. If you want it, we've got it. Make sure to stop by tonight to make sure you're outfitted for the postseason.
Hit down the line at first. To his left, Tumalo. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
And for a first baseman, if the most direct route is to just tag the guy, that's what you do. There's no sense in trying to throw it to your pitcher or your second baseman covering, especially if you don't have to.
In now, Jose Peraza. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Thompson. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Yu Darvish will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
2 out, nobody on. Look out, and that'll give him a close shave.
Oh, that's what you call getting in tight with the fastball.
Look out. All over the place now. 3-0. At the very least, he certainly established the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, but it's not going to do him a whole lot of good if none of those can find the strike zone.
Full count now, 3-2.
And I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these...
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Reds are down in order. They trail here 4-0. Josh Donaldson is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
Darvish sets his sights. First pitch on the way. Chopped weakly to the left. Cozart has it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting.
And that's a good guy to take care of on 1 pitch, especially on a swing like that.
Now at the plate, Ramon Cabrera, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Hit hard to short. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th.
The right fielder, number 21.
Into the box now, Trace Thompson. He singled his last time up. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Frankie Montes did his job in his first at-bat, laying down a successful sacrifice bunt.
Yeah, he did his job nicely last time up.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Oh, and you can tell by these first couple swings, he's not just looking to poke one through the right.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1 left for L.A., but they're in front 4-0. Billy Hamilton will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Jock Peterson is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Number 31.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
Oh, boy, he is attacking hitters in this one. Another first pitch strike right there, and he's up right around 90% in that category so far.
Again, he sends it out of play. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
The first baseman, number 35.
Into the seats, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. On the ground up the middle, DeJesus takes it in. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 52.
Yoenis Cespedes digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. A weak chopper up the line. Oh, and he fans on it at third. It's down the left field line. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. It was Junior heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And now a sharply hit ball toward the right side as this gets foul past the coaching box. Darvish is ready. Here's the 0-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Jones is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Center fielder number 8.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Carlos Gonzalez. Ripped down the first base line. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
The batter, number
Carlos
9,
Correa
shortstop.
will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. Runner goes for second. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. Here's Jock Peterson now. Swing and a drive to right center. Hey, that ball's going to be way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. Solo shot to right center. His second home run of the series as this lead swells to 7-0.
Oh, he's absolutely wearing it out there at this point. I mean, here's back-to-back home runs on top of what he's given up already. Come on, enough's enough.
Here comes Brian Price now out of the Reds dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to signal to the bullpen. That'll be all for Yu Darvish. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Michael Lorenzen is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Here's Chris Davis now.
Fielder, Chris Davis.
Swings and crushes it. Oh my, there is no doubt about this one, and they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home runs. A solo shot down the line in right. His first homer here in the series as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, coming into this game, we knew they had a good 3, 4, 5 section of their lineup. But gosh, they look like the 27 Yankees right here. Now that's back-to-back-to-back home runs right here in this inning. Give me a bat.
Josh Donaldson strides in, grounded out his last time through.
Josh Donaldson.
Lays off 1-0.
Josh Donaldson is, of course, one of the greatest players in the game today. But before he was a pro, he had a really nice college career at Auburn, the same program that has turned out other greats such as Frank Thomas, Bo Jackson, and Timmy Hudson.
And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Yeah, Donaldson primarily played catcher at Auburn, where he was a preseason All-American and an All-Star in the prestigious Cape Cod League.
Yeah, and it's no surprise that he got to play in that Cape League. So many of the major's best players have come through that summer league, and it's really become one of the most treasured aspects of amateur baseball. If you're a baseball fan, it's definitely worth checking out the Cape to go down there to watch baseball.
He's set, and the pitch. Hard liner to center field, and that's in there. Base hit.
And you know, as a hitter, you're seeing the ball so well when you can take a pitch like that and square it up and just hammer it right back up the middle.
Stepping in now, Trace Thompson, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And that's through into center field, base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Frankie Montas.
Ready once again, Frankie Montas. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Oh, and the bunt attempt is missed here. And he's going to be tagged out on a botched suicide squeeze. 4 runs here in this half inning. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. And another foul ball. A pause, and the 0-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. Oh, and this deflects right off him. In to score is the runner from third. Make it 9-0. Ivan De Jesus Jr. digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
And a foul tip held on to here at strike 1. Line towards center field. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Well, he had that home run earlier in the ball game, and now he's got an RBI single. So he's putting together a pretty nice ball game.
Carlos Gonzalez digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And the run is in to score from second, and this will come in far too late. He's in there at third.
Apparently, they're not done yet. This is now a 7-run inning, and they've gotten contributions from almost everybody up and down that lineup.
Ready to take his hacks again, Carlos Correa, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Feels like he's kind of relied a little too much on that fastball.
And it's gotten him into trouble. I think guys have just gone up there looking for it, and usually they wind up getting it.
Here's the 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. And that couldn't have been an easy take.
7 runs have crossed the plate in the inning. Hit hard on the ground to third. Taken in by Machado. And it's in time at first. And hallelujah, the side is retired. But a big inning here as 7 runs cross the plate, and this lead grows even wider. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Dodgers 11 and the Reds nothing. Manny Machado will stand things off here. And his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Grounded down the third baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. On the ground to the left side. And safe at first on a bang-bang play as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw. And hold on a minute now. It looks like we may see that last call challenged here. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's one more look at it right here. Tough to tell for sure from that angle. We'll have to wait and see what the signal is from the dugout.
Adam Jones is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Yasmani Grandal comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time. Davis is under it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. Well, it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
Too high. 1-2. Down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Thompson ranging forward. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for Cincinnati. They trail in this one 11-0. Jock Peterson will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. High in the air and deep to left center field. Hamilton looking up. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field. His second home run of the game as this lead got even wider.
You want to talk about an offensive explosion? That's 6 home runs as a team so far. I mean, you might get that once a season. The whole lineup's been absolutely dialed in.
Here's Chris Davis now. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Josh Donaldson digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. On to second goes Donaldson. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Well, these guys have been very aggressive on the fastball so far, and this is another example of it right here. You know, working the count is great and all, but if the guy's going to lay a fastball in there on the first pitch, no reason not to go after it, and he jumps all over this one.
Into the box now, Ramon Cabrera, as he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
It was kind of a delayed swing right there. He looked like he had to wait to see if it was going to be anywhere close, and now he's in a big hole.
Swing and a miss as it's dropped behind the plate. Grandal gathers, but the throw is not in time. Cabrera is aboard after the strikeout.
Oh, man. That'll drive you crazy on the mound.
So good awareness that time as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop third strike. Trace Thompson steps in. He scored after reaching on a single this last time up. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now here's a ground ball for Cozart. This could be 2. To second for 1. Back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Only 1 in the inning here for the guys in blue. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. LA's on top, 12-0. Jose Peraza will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just one hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. To short. Correa gloves it, and they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. Yasiel Puig will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. On a big swing, and he crushes this ball deep. My goodness, a long home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His first homer so far in the series, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind. Billy Hamilton is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
And if this is almost any other guy in baseball, he's going to be out. But he just gets down that line so fast, and he winds up beating this one out.
There's one. The relay back to the pitcher, covering in time to double him up.
Sharply hit here, but right at the first baseman coming off the bat. So he gets the ball rolling as they pull off the nice 3-6-1 double play.
Yoenis Cespedes will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
And he falls behind 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Gets a small piece near the plate, but it gets foul. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. So back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. It's on to the 7th now in game number 5. But before the inning gets underway, let's fill you in on what's happened with our game summary. Raisel Iglesias will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Corey Seager is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. Ivan De Jesus Jr. strides into the box now, launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. From the stretch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And they've really got something going here. Runners at 2nd and 3rd to start the inning. Now batting, Carlos Gonzalez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
This is not the time to go helping him out. You've got 2 men in scoring position, so the pressure's on him, not you.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Carlos Correa is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And now the runner breaks for the plate. And the squeeze was on, but this one will get foul. Runners are at 2nd and 3rd with 1 down. He got him. And it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from 3rd. Jock Peterson stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
This is pulled into right. Jones is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there.
Jason Hamill will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And this will get through into left for a leadoff hit. Adam Jones stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Little dribbler up the first baseline. Reined in. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Yasmani Grandal will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. Fastball got him looking as that had two-seam action on it. One gone.
The shortstop, number 2.
Chop foul at the plate. Strike one. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Jose Peraza gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Reds strand a couple, and this one. Chris Davis comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out. Josh Donaldson will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Number 25 will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Drilled on the ground to short. Cozart is there. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Ramon Cabrera. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Austin Barnes will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Now a ball hit high and deep, carrying towards the corner. But this will land foul shy of the wall. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Dodgers down in order, so they're unable. Number 25 is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now. Matt Wieters will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. Popped up towards the seats as this gets out of play. Hamill into the wind. Here's the 0-1. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
And you'll get a good look at the grip on his 2-seam fastball. You grip it along the narrower seams on the baseball, and that gives it that running action you don't see on the 4-seamers.
And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Chop foul right at home plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Eric Hosmer will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side.
Out in front of it, strike one. Cingrani into his motion. Here's the 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you gotta leave alone and make him bring something down.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Wow, just a jam sandwich right there, and all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Swing and a liner, but this is foul near the seats. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. Corey Seager steps in now. First pitch on its way. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
The pitcher, number 40.
Paul Goldschmidt will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning. Line drive to left. Cespedes is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
I'll tell you, if this is in off the plate just a little bit further, this thing might end up in the cheap seats in left field. But instead, it just gets to the outer half. He still gets pretty good wood on the ball, but he winds up pulling it right at someone.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. Swing and a line drive. That gets down, and the inning continues. And he's safe. Carlos Correa is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th. First delivery to him on the way. To short, hit hard. On to first, and the Dodgers come up with nothing as that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Heart of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. The Dodgers lead it 12-2. Carlos Frias will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Yoenis Cespedes will come forward now trying to stave off elimination as he'll get the first crack at things here in their half of the 9th.
It's so hard to believe that everything they've worked for all season long comes down now to these final 3 outs.
And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. Manny Machado will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Seager fields it cleanly, and he'll just make it to the bag a step or 2 ahead, and there's the first down.
Number 14, Adam Schoen.
Scorched to third, scooped up, on to first, and now the Reds are down to their final out here.
Well, I think you got away with one right there. I mean, this is a fastball right down the middle. And he just smokes this ball, too, but unfortunately, he hits it right at someone, so it becomes a fairly easy out.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a fly ball. And this should do it. Thompson has a beat on it. And the Dodgers are going to advance. They're through to the National League Championship Series.
Well, that's a pretty good celebration going on down there on the field, but they know that they have a lot of work left to do, and they'll start thinking about it all over again here in a couple of days when they play in the NLCS.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the NL Division Series on MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 55 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Great American Ballpark, 42,059. The Reds thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.